How's it going? Just doing another mail call video of some comic books I got. I tore the label off it so I don't accidentally show my address on there. Haven't looked into it yet, but I did cut it open so it would just speed up this process. Most of these are for me, so a little bit of these are for a friend of mine. They just came in today, so I just wanted to share and open these up and go through these. I'm going to turn the camera around if I can do that. And the first one I'm actually going to show showed up yesterday. This is actually a book I found real cheap on eBay. Stoked to have it because I was missing one of the Phoenix Saga books. Actually, I think I'm missing one more, so it's one of two that I was missing. So glad I got that. It's in great shape. It's an awesome book, and I didn't pay the hefty fees that most people are charging. So anyway, so let's get into this real quick. I'm going to open this sucker up, and bear with me. Alright, so I'm just going to pull them out as I go. I'm going to show these off. First book here is Amazing Spider-Man number 136. That is I believe that's a cover by John Romita Sr. First appearance of Harry Osborn as the new Green Goblin in, trying to remember, I guess, oh, there's the title right there. The Green Goblin Lives Again is the title of that arc. That one was from my friend Nick. And another one here, looks like this was his as well. Some of the Spider-Man books are his. We got Amazing Spider-Man number 651. And that one, I believe, is an Humberto Ramos cover. And I do know that that arc, that run of Spider-Man was written by Dan Slott. Don't know if that's a key book or not. Wasn't really too into Spider-Man during that run, so I apologize about that. Next book here, this is actually a really cool book. Spider-Man 199. Amazing Spider-Man, anyways. Now You See Me, Now You Die. Part 2, I believe. This is a cool book written by Marv Wolfman and art by Buscema. And then this one, so all those so far were Nick's. This one is mine, The Champions number 7. And Champions number 7 is the first appearance of a mutant called Darkstar, who eventually dies protecting the Black Widow, or Russian Black Widow. So just kind of a spec book, really cool book, awesome cover. First appearance, definitely glad to have that in my collection. This one is a classic here. Ghost Rider number 12. Sort of a key, small key, minor key. Death of Phantom Eagle, and a really cool battle between Ghost Rider. So, awesome. Another one for Nick, and I hope you can hear me all. So this one is Moon Knight number 8. Again, I don't know if that has any major key significance other than being Moon Knight and a really cool Sienkiewicz cover. So let me clear some of this out so I don't want it to topple all over. That would suck. Moving on, I think the rest of these should be mine. Marvel Spotlight number 22, Son of Satan. This one, if I'm not mistaken, is the first time the Son of Satan, Damian Hellstrom, meets Santana. If you don't count, when she was born, I don't know, like 8 or 9 issues earlier, or something like that. But she only appeared in one panel as a baby, so that doesn't really count in my book. This one is the one I was really, really amped about. Strange Tales number 157. Again, the what makes a first appearance argument comes into play. This is technically, I guess, attributed as the first cameo appearance of the Living Tribunal. Super, super fucking cool book. Anywho, moving on. We're almost done here. Got an Amazing Spider-Man 258. Now, the reason I picked this one up is because I pretty much have every single key book to do with the symbiote that eventually turns into Venom. And this one was one of the few that was missing. I think it might have been the only somewhat key book to that whole character. 258. I even have the one that was supposed to be the very first appearance, which is the Living Monolith graphic novel. It turns out they scrapped that whole concept and went with something else. But I do have that book now. I believe I have the complete run, minus maybe an issue where it was the very first sketch done in black and white. I do have the one that was sketched in red and white, which is really cool, and that's thanks to another friend, Ernesto, who eventually will be watching this, I hope. So thank you again, Ernesto, for that. This one is basically when Reed Richards discovers that the suit is actually a living symbiote. So that's why this is important. They separate the suit. And then it's got another classic kind of just funny first appearance in that Spider-Man was left without a suit, so they give him an oversized Fantastic Four suit and a brown paper bag to wear over his head. And in this story arc, he was dubbed by the media as the unknown superhero. But eventually, in his second appearance, I believe later in the story arc called Identity Crisis, he gets titled the Bombastic Bagman suit. So it's a first appearance of that weird suit as well. 2 more books. Another Amazing Spider-Man book. This is issue number 15 from volume 4. I think in the Legacy it's in the 700s, late 700s, 770, something like that. Nothing really other than a really cool cover by Alex Ross. Story by Dan Slott, and artwork by Kamikoli inside interior pieces. Cool story. Just, again, a cool cover. Had to have it as Mary Jane in the Iron Spider suit. So, and then the last book is an arc I read a long time ago and I love. It was, in my opinion, the last time X-Force was any good until recently. Uncanny X-Force number 1. Assad Ribic cover. Rick Remender did the writing on this, and I believe, if I remember correctly, Jerome Opeña did the pencils on the interiors. Really cool story arc, dealing with the resurrection of Apocalypse, moving into the Age of Apocalypse. The team is led by Wolverine, teamed together with Archangel, Phantom X, Deadpool, Psylocke. It was a really cool iteration of this team, and if I remember correctly, this issue technically was the first appearance of Kid Apocalypse, Evan Sabanur. Later he's killed, I think, in issue 3 or 4, and then resurrected in 7. But anyway, those are the books. Just wanted to share them with everyone. Hope you enjoyed. Have a good rest of your day. Talk to y'all later.